to debate number 2 on the News Hour tonight. I'm turning focus on Bollywood's successful yet controversial actor Kangana Ranaut, who has lashed out at a certain section of the media for criticizing her, following which the Entertainment Media Guild decided to boycott the Manikarnika star. This prompted Kangana to release a video statement early this morning, which has enraged journalists for her rather colourful use of language and also for dragging in nationalism as a defence. Here's how the controversy has panned out following Kangana's controversial statements.
इतनी ज़्यादा गंदी गंदी बातें लिख रहे हो, इतना गंदा सोचते कैसे हो?
I don't think it's fair to say that.
No, but is it fair for you to write stuff like that?
What?
You are bashing my film Manikarnika. Have I done a mistake by making a film on a? You are calling me a jingoistic woman who's making a film on nationalism. Is it my mistake to make a film?
जो एक सेक्शन मीडिया का है जो हमारे देश में दीमक की तरह लगा हुआ है और उसको धीरे धीरे करके उसकी गरिमा को, उसके स्मिता को, देश की इंटेग्रिटी को, देश की एकता को आए दिन अटैक करता रहता है। आए दिन इनके जो भी है झूठी अफवाहें फैलाते रहते हैं। अपने गंदे भद्दे विचार, देशद्रोहिता के जो विचार हैं वो ओपनली सबके सामने रखते हैं और इनके खिलाफ हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में किसी भी तरह का कोई भी ना पेनल्टी है और ना ही कोई सजा है। तो इस चीज से मुझे बहुत ही ज्यादा ठेस लगी और मैंने अपने आप में ही ये डिसाइड कर लिया कि ये जो दोगली मीडिया है, ये जो बिकाऊ मीडिया है, जो खुद को लिबरल कहती है, सेक्युलर कहती है और कुछ नहीं है, 10वीं फेल भी नहीं है ये लोग सूडो लिबरल है और ये लोग बिल्कुल भी सेक्युलर नहीं है। अगर ये सेक्युलर होते तो हमेशा धार्मिक चीजों को लेके देश की एकता पर हमेशा प्रहार नहीं करते। ऐसे ही एक चिंदी से जर्नलिस्ट को मैं 1-2 दिन पहले एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में मिली, तो उसी की तरह बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो जितने भी हमारे जो सीरियस इश्यूज हैं, हमारे जो सीरियस कॉजेज हैं। वर्ल्ड एनवायरनमेंट में डे के दिन मैंने प्लास्टिक बैन को लेके एक कैंपेन किया था जिसमें मैंने प्लास्टिक के खिलाफ ईशा योगा सेंटर के साथ में काफी कुछ एक्टिविटीज की थी। इस जर्नलिस्ट को मैंने उसकी खिल्ली उड़ाते हुए देखा। फिर मैंने काउ स्लॉटर के अगेंस्ट, एनिमल क्रूलिटी के अगेंस्ट एक कैंपेन किया, उसका भी ये मजाक उड़ा रहा था। एक शहीद पे मैंने फिल्म बनाई, उसके नाम की खिल्ली उड़ा रहा है। प्रोफेशनल ट्रोल्स जो है खुद को मुफ्त का खाना खाने पहुंच जाते हैं ये हर जगह प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस पे। नालायकों, देशद्रोहियों, बिकाऊ लोगों, तुम लोगों को खरीदने के लिए लाखों भी नहीं चाहिए। तुम लोग तो इतने सस्ते हो, 50-60 रुपए में बिछ जाते हो। जो अपनी देश के साथ गद्दारी करे, अपनी ही थाली में जिसमें खाते हैं उसी में छेद करते हैं, तुम जैसे नालायक मुझको बर्बाद करोगे। तुम लोगों के बाप दादाओं को भी मैंने लोहे के चने चबाए हैं। आज मैं अगर तुम लोगों जैसे लोगों की चलती ना मूवी माफिया और तुम जैसे सड़े हुए सूडो जर्नलिस्ट की चलती, तो आज मैं इंडिया की टॉप एक्ट्रेस और हाईएस्ट पेड एक्ट्रेस नहीं होती। मैं तुम्हारे सामने हाथ जोड़ती और कह रही हूँ कि प्लीज मुझे बैन करो, क्योंकि मैं नहीं चाहती कि मेरी वजह से तुम लोगों के घर में चूल्हा जले।
So the legitimate question on the News Hour tonight, is Kangana Ranaut a soft target or has she crossed the line this time? That's the question and the big debate. Kangana abuse debate. That's the hashtag, ladies and gentlemen.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining me tonight, Payal Rohatgi, actor and model, Sonam Mahajan, political commentator, Vishal Mishra, filmmaker, Akash Banerjee, political satirist, and Minty Tejpal, film critic. And Payal Rohatgi, has Kangana Ranaut crossed the line today?
Yes.
Why would she call journalist Chindi, 10वीं fail, and कुछ जानते नहीं हैं, free का खाना खाने आ जाते हैं? She might have her position on issues, journalists might have their position on certain issues, but why abuse?
I feel, Navika ji, that Kangana is a very blunt lady, and we have always seen that she has opinionated her thoughts about Bollywood, the nepotism existing in Bollywood very openly. I'm very glad for her that she has made a mark for herself in the industry, you know, making and churning films which actually create 100+ crore at the box office. So obviously we are going to take her opinions seriously, and I believe what she has said correct to a larger extent. The media is obviously having a thought process of attending press conferences, parties where there are free dinners and lunches and snacks. They have that kind of thought process. In India, we have journalism which is biased. We saw an outlet called as Caravan, which obviously publishes the religion of the martyred soldiers in Pulwama terror attack, calling this much percentage belong to the upper caste and this much percent belong to the lower caste. So the media that she's calling out to be anti-national is a fact. We obviously saw this media calling a Nana Patekar a culprit even before the police could finish their case. So the media is biased, the secular media is biased. Obviously here she has targeted a particular person who has been coming in her radar, or you know, frequently, and she has seen that he has been making fun of her efforts. So her anger is towards this particular person.
Payal Rohatgi, you know, everybody comments the fact that Miss Kangana Ranaut has made a mark for herself, and she has been a successful person, and she has established herself despite the odds being against her. Kudos to woman power for that. Nobody is taking her success away from her, and it must have been tough. Great for Miss Kangana Ranaut, and that doesn't give her the license. And by the way, Payal Rohatgi, it isn't Pulwama, it is Pulwama. Okay, so before we become nationalistic
Pulwama,
all over.
Sorry, my pronunciations are a little here and there.
Okay, all right. I'm
not going nationalistic. I'm just stating facts.
Well,
I have been just following the politics of India
Akash
recently.
Banerjee
I'm
had
not
to
a
do
political
with the fact
analyst.
that she's abusing journalists. Free का खाते हैं, free का पहनते हैं, या 10वीं fail होते हैं. You know, why all of this? Completely uncalled for.
Okay, Navika, first and foremost, it's very amusing to know the free ka khana bit. I mean, that was the most amusing bit. I mean, free ka khana kaun khila raha hai? I mean, nobody's looking into that aspect. आप लोग बुलाते हो, आप लोग free में खिलाते हो. Of course, journalists खाते हैं. There's no point about it that they don't want a free lunch. But who's providing that free lunch, and who's doing the PR and the begging? And please come to the press conference. But leave that aside. Navika, first and foremost, it must be made very clear that nobody's talking about acting or the acting prowess of Kangana. There is no doubt about that. This debate is not about Kangana, how she was against nepotism. The fact of the matter here is nationalism, Navika, and that is the very worrying fact. It's actually beyond funny. Say we are having a debate, and maybe I'm a YouTuber. You have a problem with my video. I've said something wrong, and on national TV, Navika, I go and say that no, how can you question me? You are anti-national. मैंने चने चबाए हैं, चने खिलाए हैं, etc., etc. The fact is that we have allowed this nationalism to be misused. It is being peddled. It is being misused. It is being sold. You have a problem with a journalist? Fine, go ahead, sue him, attack him, even abuse him. My problem is
I know. Sonam Mahajan's getting very restless. She wants to come in. Sonam Mahajan, which part of Akash Banerjee's statement don't you agree with? You know, nationalism being peddled. He has a point there.
No, I'm quite amused with his point where he says like do whatever, but like, you know, on national TV it's not acceptable. This is a guy who makes videos where he calls people Bhakt, Bhaktini, takes their names, and he never bothers about it. So here is his duplicity. Otherwise, I feel Kangana is like, I also come from a very humble and a patriarchal setup, so I know that it's been very difficult for her to be where she is today. Akash,
any fact that I've ever stated in a video, say it out right now.
Be a little tolerant.
Snide remarks,
be a little tolerant.
same
Why are you taking all the anger of Karnataka on me?
Factual thing that has ever
this
been
debate
said.
is a different debate.
Well, he wasn't on the Karnataka debate, but anyway, go on.
So you know, truth. Yeah.
Same
so can
old
I talk?
tactics,
So
digress,
I feel that, you know,
remarks,
somewhere she's
topic,
also been getting unnecessarily targeted.
You're so bored of
I have
this,
seen this particular journalist's post. Come on, Akash, let me talk. Are you like, you've not been able to talk for years, that you just want to
Stay
do
on
all
the
the talking
topic.
tonight?
Stay on the topic.
Navika,
Stay on the topic.
All right,
Talk.
all right,
Stay on the topic.
Akash.
I am
implore
very much
you to
on the
hear
topic.
her
You
out.
stop wasting everybody's time. You stop wasting everybody's
Sonam.
time. Let me talk.
Sonam,
Yeah.
don't forget that I have done this way longer than you have.
Navika, can
Don't forget I have done this way longer than you have. You want to stay on the topic? I am listening. I'm all ears.
Oh, come on. Please, 15 अगस्त पे आ जाना, अवार्ड लेके चले जाना, ठीक है? आगे बढ़े. So
But
Navika, I feel that, you know, since she's also been getting unnecessarily targeted for too long, it's always good to be civil in the public discourse. It's always good to be not confrontational, but I think somewhere it's made her a little bit, bitter. Whatever she's gone through lately, whether it is about her love life or unnecessary targeting from the Bollywood also, because she's been a very strongly opinionated woman. And I also feel that somewhere, because she's been very vocal of the fact that she supports Narendra Modi, also is a reason that she's being targeted. I mean, the members of the same entertainment media guild, these are the guys who actually go and, get abused by bhais and babas, and they never bother about it. Is it the woman thing that is bothering them too much? Is it because a woman has called them out? And this guy actually,
who are
he's
the
been
bhais
targeting
and the
her
babas
personally
she's
for so long.
referring to, and do journalists take abuses from the bhais and the babas but not from Kangana? Is there a gender problem there as well, Mr.
There's
Minty
so many
Tejpal?
videos. There's so many videos of the babas.
Navika, I certainly think there is a gender issue in Bollywood. That's an old issue. And that's something that Kangana has been fighting vociferously against. About your question about had she crossed the line, I think Kangana has made her own line. And she considers herself a superstar, and legitimately so, I think. But in this case, her behavior was quite disappointing here. But in any case, I see her point also when she questions the credentials of the journalists, because even media has become very diffused in this whole social media space. The difference, the PR, public relations and journalism has blended in. It's into a very curious, dicey mix here. So I think we are going to see more of these confrontations happening, because a star like Kangana actually doesn't need the media anymore. And they realize it,
So is this Mr. Vishal Bharadwaj, Mr. Vishal Mishra, is this about Kangana not needing the media, or Kangana abusing the media after her use of the media is over? Which one of these two choices are correct?
Yeah, I will answer this question. Before that, I will say what a gentleman before me was talking, that even, the other superstars in the past, like Bachchan Saab in 90s and few years back, even Salman had a rough deal with cameramen during the promotion of Cake. So whenever the people who have become bigger than the media, then these kind of issues come up. And as far as Kangana not needing the media, I think that's not the issue. The primary issue over here is that if any journalist, it can be 1, 2, 3, they have certain kind of relationship with certain kind of actors, directors. We all have our favorite journalists, favorite publications and favorite website. And right now we have like at least millions of journalists going around by the name of YouTubers or Twitter handle or with 100 followers, and they think they are journalists and they go and cover the events and the actors. And when they have a certain kind of relationship with the actor, it's pretty fine. When they are getting that kind of breaking news, when they are getting that kind of preferential treatment.
Everybody seems to be on one side. That
on the contrary,
it's a
when
mutual use
just a
and
minute.
pro society.
On the contrary, when the same star has a bigger
use
release,
journalists
which
when
you are
they
not
want to,
happy
and
about.
similarly, journalists use stars when they need a story. So why are we getting so sanctimonious? That's really the question
absolutely.
that's
It
cropping
happens
up.
all the time. If I call a journalist right
Absolutely.
now, entertainment journalist,
Navika,
and give him a breaking news,
I think the point has been very well made that such
really
issues do crop up. We've had the whole Salman Khan issue, him mishandling journalists. Navika, what is worrying is not the fight. I'm repeating myself again. And it is not about Kangana needing journalists and not needing journalists. If she didn't need the journalists, then there was no need of the press conference. Even if she doesn't need the journalists, the point, Navika, is that today you have a Bollywood star who's also infused nationalism, because the guy questioned her on Manikarnika. because Manikarnika, if questioned, is equal to questioning nationalism. And I was
What
going
is
back to
wrong
an
with
article
that?
that I always go
Just
back
like
to
you have a
because I
political
am very
opinion, she
shocked.
can also have
No
one.
national award for Manikarnika will question their credibility.
I think you're confusing.
Kangana has
Navika,
said
I
that
want
if
to
I
add one
don't get an
line.
award
Navika,
for
can
I speak
Manikarnika,
some?
Navika, I
I
want to
will
add one
question the
line.
credibility of the film division that gives the awards. The problem is the infusing of nationalism into any argument.
What's the
This is a
problem
very
with
dangerous
nationalism?
path. Once you go down
Payal
this path, there is no coming back.
Rodgi, what's the problem with nationalism?
infusing nationalism? Because the problem is that in India we don't have the
why nationalism
nationalism
is the
feeling prior to the Modi government. Prior to the Modi government, people have always had the attitude कि हमारा क्या फायदा हो रहा है? What is the benefit that we are having out of this deal? Do hell with India. Post Modi Sarkar, I have seen people actually do and make efforts for the country. So the liberals and the anti-national
This is
gang
the
or whatever
same
you guys
person.
call it, the Tukda
This is-
gang is just going here and there.
Akash,
Nationalism should
Akash,
have
why are you
been
laughing?
the
Now,
topic of
anybody
bone
who
of
praises
contention
Modi,
from day
Navika,
who
one.
talks about the country is a
Navika,
bhakt according
Navika,
to
it
you.
is laughable.
ये भी तो abuse है ना?
Why can't
ये
I
भी तो
love my
abuse
prime
है.
minister?
Every
Why
day
can't I
there is
love
a
my
certain
country?
section
Why?
that gets called
Why
a
do I
bhakt
have to
for
hate
just saying
Modi?
the right
Navika,
things which should have
Navika.
been said all along?
It's a completely wrong notion to think.
1 minute,
Why?
Akash Banerjee first.
Why?
Navika, just
This
one
guy
small point.
Akash was, tagging
Just one small
Caravan.
point.
Was
All right,
that
all
was
right,
actually
I-
kind
All
of
right, Payal,
highlighting
that
Akash
there has
is
to be
making a point
national
and I want
sentiment.
to make his mind
that we
on
have to
this
be proud about our
nationalism
nation.
problem.
But let's not forget, this is the same person. We are talking about the same person whose movie Manikarnika was playing at the Jinnah theatre after the attacks on our troops. It was playing at the Jinnah theatre in Rawalpindi, and she did not one tweet, one word. Kangana did not issue one statement that I don't want my movie to play in Pakistan because Manikarnika was making money in Pakistan. Let's be very clear about when we are talking about nationalism, suddenly profits are not part of it.
This is a blatant
So in
lie,
making
Navika.
money in
That
Pakistan
Manikarnika
bad.
has to win an
Speaking to
award.
the press.
If Manikarnika does not win an award, it's not nationalism.
And I
All
think the
right.
commercial.
Sona Mahajan. Why should Manikarnika do business
This is a
in
blatant
Pakistan?
lie, Navika.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have seen Kangana being asked that question and she
What?
actually
Which one?
addressed it. She said that some copies were already sent and in future, if she produces a film or if it's well in her capacity, she's going to make sure that it doesn't happen again. There ends the story.
Sonam,
This
she was the
guy
director
Akash
of
is
the movie.
actually
That's right.
She was
reinforcing
director
the
of the
same
movie.
notion
Which
that
side
she's
do
being
you
targeted
stand
for
on?
this. Because
Is
she's
nationalism a problem? If Kangana Ranaut, as an actor, cannot control the commercial business of a film and her producer takes those calls, can Kangana Ranaut be blamed for that? And on the other hand, should Kangana Ranaut really call all journalists freeloaders? Well, which side of the debate do you stand on? Thank you very much to my panelists for joining me on this big debate. Good night from me. I'll see you on the News Hour tomorrow again, same time, same place.